Even after more than 100 years since South Tyrol was ceded to Italy, many South Tyroleans are still caught in an identity crisis. Despite being part of Italy, many residents speak German, retain Austrian cultural practices, and are often suspicious of the Italian government in Rome. Today we look at the extraordinary history of South Tyrol, exploring why it was separated from Austria and why it still doesn't fully feel Italian. South Tyrol was once part of the princely county of Tyrol, stretching from Lake Constance to Lake Garda. It was a significant region within the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation until 1806. With the fall of the Holy Roman Empire through the Napoleonic Wars, Tyrol came under the control of the Austrian Empire. This changed dramatically with World War I, when the many nations within the Austro-Hungarian Empire began to break apart. Italy, initially neutral in World War I, saw an opportunity and coveted the regions of Trentino and South Tyrol. In secret negotiations, Italy promised to join the war on the side of the Allies in exchange for these territories. Despite Austria-Hungary's rejection, the Allies, Great Britain, Russia, and France, agreed. After the war, South Tyrol was handed over to Italy, despite this contradicting the principle of self-determination proclaimed by the victorious powers. South Tyrol had been part of Austria for over 5 centuries, with 99% of its population speaking German. A difficult period began for the German-speaking population of South Tyrol. From 1921 onwards, efforts to Italianize the region intensified, especially under Fascism in Italy. German was banned, and Italians acted increasingly harshly against the German population. The so-called Bloody Sunday is a notorious event when hundreds of fascists attacked a traditional costume parade in Bolzano, resulting in 1 death and many injuries. With the rise of Nazi Germany, many South Tyroleans welcomed Austria's annexation to Germany in 1938, hoping for a separation from Italy. However, Hitler declared the Brenner Pass inviolable and reached an agreement with Mussolini. The people of South Tyrol had to choose between staying and assimilating into Italian culture or relocating to Austria. This deeply divided the population. Though many voted for resettlement, only about 75,000 eventually moved. World War II then broke out, further complicating the situation. After the war, many who had emigrated returned, hoping for reunification with Tyrol. However, Austria was too weak to negotiate effectively. South Tyrol was promised concessions and greater autonomy from Rome, but these promises were not kept, leading to increasing unrest and violent protests against Italianization policies. The United Nations eventually intervened, bringing Austria and Italy to the negotiating table. In 1972, the South Tyrolean package was negotiated, granting significant autonomy, including keeping a large portion of tax revenues and reinstating German as an official language. It took nearly 20 years to fully implement these measures. Today, South Tyrol is one of Italy's most prosperous regions, benefiting greatly from its autonomy. However, the financial crisis and subsequent austerity measures imposed by the Italian government have rekindled fears among South Tyroleans of too much intervention from Rome. The right-wing populist Freedom Party, advocating for an independent South Tyrol, has lost some popularity due to scandals, but the fear of losing autonomy persists. What did you know about the history of South Tyrol? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.